I wasn't gonna cover this initially. I mean, I said a few words on it on one of my live streams, but I will go ahead and cover it because Peter Mon, who is one of Adam's besties in the live stream community, just put out his own response, which also just skirts entirely past the issue that Eugenia Cooney was age restricted on TikTok because her material was inappropriate for minor children. Okay? So that should be the first thing that you think of is not just the health of the content producer, but the damage they may be doing to their audience. And I would think that this would be incredibly important to Adam, considering that we all had his back when the story broke about Colleen Ballinger last year, right? So, not cool when you got 30-year-old women dressing like kids to attract kids into their social media universe while also attracting PDF files to commingle in the same universe. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Is this missing from the conversation?
Hey muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. Okay, today's video I am very excited to dive into. So we are going to be talking about Eugenia Cooney, who is a creator we kind of don't talk about a lot on this channel for certain reasons, and I think they are quite commonly known reasons. I also just choose not to really engage in a lot of content that Eugenia puts out anymore. I've had a lot of people in my community say that they appreciate whenever I don't cover Eugenia, so that has been a big reason as well. And also from a personal standpoint, I never want to look like I'm endorsing anything, so I always kind of stay away from the topic. However, I have seen something that has been happening with Eugenia, and it's blowing up on the internet. Like, it was trending all over.
Dude, fake eating online is not something positive. Period. And, you know, if neither of you want to show the actual TikTok videos of her doing this, I mean, we can talk about what happened. Or I could go over to Revoke's channel and pull up her video that she just did.
TikTok, and it's something that I didn't think I was going to see whenever it came to Eugenia, but I'm very happy to see whenever it comes to Eugenia. And again, I always feel like I have to say this whenever it comes to a Eugenia video, which, I mean, I'm going to say it again, which is Eugenia Cooney has done a lot of really, really, really questionable things. And she's done a lot of things that she deserves to be called out for. Whenever I talk about Eugenia Cooney as like the human stripped back who very clearly, is struggling in some way. And that's who I focus on when I make these videos. So people always comment and be like, you're going way too easy on her. Remember when she did this, this, this? And I'm like, okay, I can acknowledge that, but I'm focusing on this conversation. So I hope that makes sense. But anyway, Eugenia recently went to Disney World or Disneyland. I think it was Disneyland. Whichever one of.
Right? Okay. So here we go. Number one, getting content while she's wearing pigtails, dressed like a young teenager, going through Disney World is where she was. And it seems like she was there for like a month or something. Is she even back yet? Like, did she move there?
Too, right? She went with her mother, And she did something that she's never really ever done before, which is she made these like mukbang videos. Now, the conversation of food and eating food and even drinking water when it comes to Eugenia's content is such a rare thing. It's actually never really happens. If it's ever brought up, it'll be by a comment and Eugenia will just kind of sidestep it. But Eugenia is now making.
Yeah, that's because her audience asks her, are you going to drink any water, when she's going like 7-8 hours in a row on a stream and hasn't had a sip of water and hasn't left to go to the bathroom. That's pretty much a good question. Are you going to drink some water?
Making content where she is showing her and her mom going and eating food and drinking drinks, and it's really nice to see. And I hope
It's nice to see. It's fake looking. It's pretty scary looking that she thinks that she can convince her audience that she was actually swallowing that food. It's not nice to see. It's not nice to see her put on an act to try and get her TikTok channel back.
you do not know what is going on in someone's life, but I hope that there is something going on with Eugenia behind the scenes, and that there's something changing, because she's been liking and engaging with a lot of comments that have been people saying, oh my God, we're so happy for you, you know, you're doing so well, like, small steps are making big progress.
Well, how would they know? How do they know whether or not they're just reinforcing a bad behavior of faking eating? You don't know, Adam. And that's exactly what Peter said on his live stream, is that you can't throw down comments like that if this is a farce.
She's liking all these comments, which she's never done in the past as well, that I don't necessarily know what is happening behind the scenes, but I'm always rooting for anyone to be healthy, and I'm always rooting for anyone to be safe. So let's watch the videos, right? Sorry, Yapper of the Year award, Adam over here. Do you like my top, by the way? I literally wore this Hello Kitty shirt because I know that Eugenia Cooney likes Hello Kitty, and I know that Eugenia Cooney does not like me anymore, because she unfollowed me on every single social media, which is crazy. Like, she didn't just unfollow me on, like, TikTok or Twitch. She unfollowed me on every single social media platform. So I still wore this top for her because I know she loves Sanrio and Hello Kitty. And also, whenever I was in Japan and I was like seeing so much Sanrio stuff, all I could think about was Eugenia Cooney. I was like, oh my God, this is literally her living room. All right, so let's see this video and you'll very quickly understand what I'm talking about. So, now also, this is also very...
By the way, Adam, you're starting to get a little too old for that bullshit too. All right, and you're also an influencer and you have a following as well. So you need to start, you know, getting out of the cartoon clothes.
Interesting, because Eugenia Cooney, if you're aware, recently got like shadow banned or banned on TikTok. TikTok were putting all these restrictions on her content. So obviously this is now coming in the wake where Eugenia is now talking and showing food, whereas TikTok were basically trying to get her off the platform because of so many...
She was age restricted, dude. And some of the videos leading up to it were her showing off her body on her live streams, including doing a workout routine with skeleton dumbbells, that, by the way, very dangerous to try and educate your audience on a workout if you don't know how to properly work out. And had anybody else tried what she was doing, they could have either blown out their knees or rolled an ankle. I mean, she had absolutely no form to what she was doing. She was completely making this up. She dances in the room. She puts on really skimpy clothes, dances around, and is like, look at me and my lovely body. My body is so good. But she also wears a lot of cartoon clothes while she's doing this, and speaks in a very uh, high, squealy voice that is unnatural. That's not her natural voice, and has been seeking a younger audience, which is why TikTok age restricted her. That's why she couldn't battle. She got demonetized.
People having a problem with the content she puts out there, and it seems that we may be experiencing Eugenia Cooney changing her content, or maybe just the perspective. I do not know. We'll watch it together and we'll talk, okay? Either way, I'm happy for her. So they were in Rhode Island, okay? And she was in Disneyland in the video after, if you're like, why were you talking about Disneyland?
So I'm at the hotel still in Rhode Island for a couple of days. Just kind of thought I'd make another video for you guys here. And it is such a beautiful place. Like, look at the hotel. So it's really pretty here. It has like a really, really nice, really cool vibe. Such a beautiful view too. Like you can see the ocean and the sky looks so beautiful out. So we're out at lunch with my mom. So we have our drinks here. I think these are ginger lemonades. Looks like a beautiful drink. And yeah, cheers.
No liquid goes up the straw. No liquid goes up the straw.
Yeah, it's a really good lemonade.
Now, if you are someone who has consumed Eugenia Cooney's content before, you will know that even this is something that Eugenia has never done before. Like, Eugenia will do like 10-hour, 24-hour, like, Twitch live streams, and people will be like begging her to drink water, and because they'll be like, you haven't gone to the bathroom in 24 hours, you haven't drank water in 24 hours. She will refuse to do it. So even this, she goes on to show food and stuff as well, but even this is just really nice to see. It's really, really, really nice to see. And can I also say something just very, very, very...
No, it's not nice to see, Adam. This is like you promoting the Colleen Ballinger of the East. She is trying to pick up children to her channel too, as well as PDF files, to create that kind of community, and it's going to be just as toxic as what you were involved in with Colleen Ballinger. There's absolutely no reason you should be promoting her.
Quickly. Now, there is a tendency for people when someone who very clearly struggles with an eating disorder, when someone is showing themselves, making an effort to eat or drink or something like that, people's mind automatically goes to this place of, oh my God, anyone else think XYZ is starting to look healthy again? Anyone else think XYZ is gaining weight again? Anyone else think that XYZ, like there's this comment that says, anyone else noticing like her like color and her lips is starting to come back, like her body is so happy and healthy? Okay, these are all meant in a very, very, very nice way. And we all know the perspective of it. However, when you are actively battling an eating disorder, and again, this isn't anyone's fault, but when you're actively battling an eating disorder and you're finally making an effort to like eat or drink or even just do the bare minimum, like taking a sip or something like that, right? And you're getting comments from people being like, you look healthy again. A lot of people's minds automatically get triggered by that if they are in the mindset of an eating disorder or are trying to recover from an eating disorder. So I also just hope that people can be mindful of this as well and what they say when it comes to this. Because when you comment about someone looking better or whatever, it kind of allows people to slip back into a bad mental space and kind of repeat patterns again.
You guys, so those are our drinks here. Excellent. So our lunch is starting to come. We have a complimentary egg salad. So nice of them to do that for us. And then I think just like some type of bread. So very nice of them. So they just brought our lunches to us. Everything looks beautiful. They gave us these salads and fries and then our lobster rolls. All right, guys, so we're going to try the lobster roll right here. Yeah, it's really good.
Jump cut. You have no idea. First of all, she only got a tiny bit of bread at the end of the lobster roll, but it jump cuts. And that's the big complaint that people have about her eating videos, her mukbangs, if you will, is that these jump cuts imply that she's spitting her food out and then just making it look like she's swallowing it after she's spit it in a napkin or something.
We got also the fries here. Yeah, really good fries too. So we're just kind of
That also had a jump cut.
finishing up, and the lobster roll was excellent, guys. Gave us a great drink here. The fries, everything was great. And yeah, we just had a great time. Hi guys, so I'm at the hotel.
Okay, so that was the first video, right? And all the comments, I'm not going to say much other than, because I don't want to feed into a narrative of saying things that maybe will get interpreted in a bad way. All I'm going to say is, it's really nice to see, and I hope she's doing well. But again, like the comments on here, like this video blew the fuck up. We have comments that are getting 40,000 likes of people saying, I almost cried, I'm so proud of you. Someone said, please God, let this be a new beginning for Eugenia. We're all strangers to you, but I hope you know you have millions rooting for you. Eugenia responded saying, I appreciate you saying that and being so kind. Thank you so much. Someone said, I can see how uncomfortable you were, but pushing through and making huge strides. I'm so happy for you. People saying that they're really happy for her. Girl, I'm living for this type of content. She said, I'm so glad you like it. Someone said, wait, Eugenia, this made me tear up. This made my day. She said, oh, I'm glad I could make you happy. Someone said, Eugenia, this is the best thing that could have been.
Yeah, there's actually been quite a bit of criticism about this video online. And so the fact that there are no negative comments on her video means that she is highly managing the comments and only putting through the ones that she wants people to see.
On my For You page tonight. Thank you for trusting us with this side of your life. You have so many people rooting for you. And she said, thank you guys. So many people saying this made my whole year. I'm so happy that you seem to enjoy a nice meal with your mom. So a lot of comments on this. And so clearly, Eugenia Cooney on the internet, specifically on TikTok in the last couple months, there's people saying, I'm so happy, Eugenia, you're unbelievably strong. Thank you for this. We're all rooting for you. Don't let negativity get to you. Such a beautiful place, amazing content. I don't know why I feel this pride for someone I've never met, but I do. We're always in your corner. We're so proud of you, blah, 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 blah. So this video, again, went super viral, and it's very uncommon for Eugenia Cooney to go viral in a way that isn't very negative. So this was a very big deal for Eugenia, specifically coming hot on the heels of TikTok trying to kick her off the platform, and I think successfully doing that because of her content. So this is like a complete 180.
What kind of content, Adam? Do you want to be more specific and talk about what kind of content she was doing? And by the way, they were leading up to this for a while, because she also was not invited to their big event, right? They had some sort of thing in LA, and then they had another one in Florida. And she did not get an invite to either of those things because they were already highly scrutinizing her account and trying to figure out, okay, wait, is this a problem for us? Is this a legal liability for us? Like, if we have a bunch of kids looking up to her as a role model, can we potentially be sued? These are the types of things that go through executives' minds.
And Eugenia was getting a lot of support. So then she goes on to post this video where she was in, again, don't know if it's Disney World or Disneyland, but she goes on to talk about basically the feedback to the previous video, and this one did really well as well. So many people were basically just saying they're really proud of her, and just like, you know, the biggest changes in your life happen slowly, and that they're all just...
Yes, while she's displaying a lot of Disney merchandise, right? Okay. You know, totally normal 30-year-old behavior. Okay, let's go.
Rooting, proud of her, all these different things. So let's watch this video where she then responded to the fact that that video did so fucking, like, insane number-wise.
So I've been away at Disney this week for a vacation that I just really feel like I really... Honestly, a lot of you guys probably already know, but it's been a pretty rough start to the year, and just in a lot of ways, like, a pretty hard last couple months. But with all of that, I've been really trying to stay as positive as I can, and just trying to focus on my life and, you know, do the best I can with everything. And sometimes I know the world can just seem like such a dark place, but I really feel like coming here, you just really meet so many genuinely kind people, and really everyone here from like the rooms.
These are all just like staff members. What do they call them? They call them cast members, right? They're all cast members, and people in the park who recognized her. They're all strangers to her, and just because they said, "Hi, can I get a selfie with you?" They're so kind. I just love all of them. They're so nice.
Service people, to all the people working at the parks, and just so many people that I've been meeting around too. It's just so wonderful to see so much kindness in the world. And I also really want to thank you guys on here who have been being so kind to me lately and supporting me through hard times and everything. And I'm just always so grateful for that.
So, by the way, she's mainly talking about, like, the TikTok ban here.
And Disney really is just such a magical place. And I really...
And she looks just as unhealthy as ever. I mean, look at her neck, Adam. Having, fake bites of food and jump cuts in her videos is obviously not putting any weight on her.
Just am really grateful to be here right now, and especially to experience like getting to meet a lot of like genuinely kind people. And it just kind of got me thinking, guys, how like if I could have like one wish, I guess it would just kind of be to be able to be treated just like, you know, like anyone else. And I just kind of think like with all of us just kind of showing kindness to other people, it's such a wonderful thing. And you'll see here that like they use the internet, like the employees and stuff, to make guests' life more simple and helpful, and in a lot of really positive ways. And I think if we too could just kind of use the internet in positive ways and, you know, be kind.
God damn. Eugenia, they use an intranet. It's not the same thing. They use an intranet system to help for guest services. You know, you're 30 years old. You should know at least basic IT concepts.
Other people, just be respectful, then it just really makes like such a beautiful difference in the world. And that just really depends upon people just kind of like being kind, which I really believe like most people are. Like you guys who are kind on here, I love you guys. Thank you so much. But there are, you know, I feel like certain groups of people that are just really out to just like always be negative, and I really...
Don't you think she's a little too hyper-focused on that? that rather than focus on actually getting into therapy and actually doing something about her ED, that just, hyper focusing on the fact that people have talked about it because it's visible and she has a large following. And so therefore that makes her an internet celebrity and somebody, capable of being talked about.
Just don't think that ever does anyone any good. But I think like us too, to experience that, we just have to kind of try to keep...
Sorry, this is so random and I need to say it before it leaves my brain. This is unrelated to the video. Whenever I look here, right, I'm looking at myself and my framing. When I look here, I'm looking at the video. When I look here, I'm looking at my camera. Does it feel like I'm breaking the fourth wall whenever, because if I'm like this the entire video and then, because I just realized that I did it. Sometimes I just like go like this. Does it feel weird for you? Does it feel like uncomfortable if I just like break the fourth wall? Or does it feel like I'm directly talking?
No, honestly, I think you should try and look at the camera more frequently and put at least one of those devices under the camera so that you can just look down and look up.
Talking to you. Because I feel like I so often talk here, but how rid of me, I'm not even giving you eye contact. Does this feel like we're having a conversation, or does it feel like I'm breaking the fourth wall? What does it feel like? I feel like mainly if I'm like this and then I go, please, I've always wanted to know. Does it feel like I'm just filming a video and I'm talking to you, or does it feel like I'm breaking the fourth wall? Sorry, on with the video.
Keep being positive, try to be kind ourselves, and just put that energy out there into the world. And even though it's hard sometimes, just really try to not let the negativity bring you down. And I think just like for your own well-being, just kind of like that is the best way to go about things and just the best thing to put out there, I guess. And I think I've said this before, but I just guess sometimes I feel like sometimes if you don't have anything good to say, it's like better to not say anything at all. So anyways, yeah, I guess that would be like my one wish.
She's a danger to children. Of course we're going to say something. Of course that age restriction was warranted. She should not, she's flashed her audience on camera. She's worn lingerie and danced around in tiny, skimpy outfits. She went to a petting zoo in Santa lingerie to dance around in the middle of winter, wherever the hell it is that she lives. It's like Pennsylvania or Connecticut or somewhere out there, right? But it was fucking cold, and she shouldn't have been out there in lingerie dancing around, right? But she did that for content. She did that for content in an area where kids were more than likely going to show up and pet the reindeer.
Just so like we could all respect each other with all our differences. And it's crazy to see like at Disney, from the employees and the guests, like people come from like all different walks of lives, but there's a lot of like really kind and respectful people, which is wonderful. And I think like really that's just what everyone deserves, is just kind of, for us all to treat each other with respect and kindness. And yeah, just treat each other all as humans, because that's what we all are. So, yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to say today. And also here when you see like some of the Make-A-Wish families, I think it's really inspiring to see a lot of them because they're dealing with like life threat.
She is quite literally comparing herself to the Make-A-Wish kids right now, you guys.
Illnesses and obviously really, really hard times, and so many of them still stay so positive, and I think it's really wonderful like what they do for those kids and those families. So basically guys, I just think that kindness and respect is so important towards everybody, and that's what everyone deserves. And like all of us, no matter who we are, to just treat each other with respect and kindness. And that just really.
Oh my God, she loves to repeat herself, doesn't she? God bless.
Yeah, and did you hear how many kids were yelling in the background? She sure does love to, like, stock up on places where there's lots of kids.
All right, so there's also like a bunch of other videos that she has put on here from the trip, including she then did, so like I said, did more videos at Disney with her mom, in which she's trying different drinks and stuff, which is nice to see.
So we're gonna maybe go there after. So here's our drinks. They present everything so beautifully. I have the Shirley Temple drink here. And then, oh, look at that with the rose. And then, Mom, you got like a lemonade, like rose Mary Cooler. Nice. Gosh, everything's beautiful. Even the candle here is so gorgeous. Okay. Cheers. Make a wish. Yeah, so good. Yeah, you guys make great drinks. Thank you. Thank you. Of course. They also brought us these nuts here, guys, which look really beautiful too. And everyone's been so wonderful here. We've had such a great time. So big thank you to them. Very magical. That's the only word for this place. It's been the windiest day, guys. So I'm sorry that I knew.
All right, okay, so we'll leave it there. I'm happy for her. I hope she's doing well. I like to.
I think you should retract this video, Adam, and not promote her channel at all. She's very clearly trying to recruit kids to watch her on social media. If you watch the video by Revoke, she has been putting hashtags on her videos that go directly to kid sites. You, as a victim of Colleen Ballinger, should be absolutely appalled by what she's doing. And yeah, she fake ate at Sam the Trader's, which is at the Polynesian hotel in Disney World. And then she fake ate a chocolate-covered marshmallow on Main Street with some jump cuts again. I think it's gross, Adam. I think you should retract this video. Don't tell us to be happy for this kind of crap. I'm not happy for it. And I don't think Peter Mon is either. But I think you both missed the mark on the fact that she is quite literally just like Colleen Ballinger. And you have to consider, why was her account restricted? What was it over? What was she doing specifically? Think about it.